Hey everyone, let's start with a question. Do you ever feel like you're stuck, waiting for the perfect moment to start? You've got an idea, a plan, a dream, but you keep holding off, thinking it's not ready yet? If you've been waiting for everything to align just right, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about why waiting for perfection is the biggest barrier to success and how you can take that first step right now. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with 3 powerful strategies to execute your plans without letting perfectionism hold you back. So why is it so important to execute your plan rather than wait for the perfect moment? The truth is, perfection doesn't exist. If you're waiting for everything to be just right, you'll be waiting forever. In reality, progress is what gets you closer to success, not perfection. Today we're exploring the wisdom of different cultures, from India to Canada, the United States to Nepal and the Philippines, to show why taking action is more valuable than waiting for the ideal time. Let's dive in and discover the global stories, lessons, and strategies that will help you take that all-important first step. The story of Arjuna from the Mahabharata offers a great example. Arjuna, a skilled archer, often faced doubts about his ability to achieve perfection in battle. But Lord Krishna taught him that he needed to focus on action rather than obsessing over perfect outcomes. This story reminds us that results come from effort, not hesitation. Let's talk about Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's journey to inventing the light bulb wasn't perfect. It was filled with trial and error, but each imperfect step was necessary to reach the final invention. He didn't wait for perfection. He executed his plan and adjusted along the way. In recent years, we've seen a surge in entrepreneurship, with people around the world launching startups, side hustles, and passion projects. These aren't people waiting for everything to be perfect. They're acting on their ideas and learning as they go. The rise of remote work and the gig economy shows us that we don't need all the answers to start. We just need to take that first step. Take the example of influencers who launch content without professional setups. Many start with just a smartphone, imperfect lighting, and minimal equipment. They focus on getting their message out rather than waiting for perfect conditions. This trend reflects a mindset shift. People are valuing action over waiting for the right time. Let me share a personal story. There was a time when I kept postponing a project because I felt it wasn't ready or perfect. I kept telling myself I'd start once I had all the right tools, the right setup, or the right time. But eventually, I realized that waiting was just a way of staying in my comfort zone. So I took that first step. And guess what? It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. And with each step, I got better. If you've ever felt the same, waiting for things to be just right before you start, know that you're not alone. But let me tell you, starting is often the hardest part. Once you do, you'll realize how much you're capable of, even if it's not perfect. Sheryl Sandberg, COO of Facebook, once said, "Done is better than perfect." This quote reminds us that action is more valuable than waiting for perfection. Nelson Mandela also believed in taking action. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." This quote speaks to the power of executing our plans. Even if we don't have everything figured out, think of your journey like planting a seed. If you wait for perfect weather, perfect soil, and perfect timing, you may never plant it. But once you take that first step, planting the seed, it has the chance to grow and bloom, even if conditions aren't perfect. Or imagine building a house. You start with one brick at a time, knowing it won't look like the final structure until much later. The key is laying the foundation first, brick by brick. Waiting for perfection is like standing with all your materials, dreaming of the finished house, but never laying a single brick. Set small, achievable goals. Break down your big goal into smaller, manageable tasks. When each task feels achievable, you're more likely to start without worrying about perfection. Use the 80% rule. If you're 80% sure it's good enough, take action. You can refine as you go. Waiting for 100% will keep you stuck, but 80% lets you start with enough confidence. Embrace failure as part of progress. Accept that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey. Each failure teaches you something, helping you improve with every step. Don't fear failure. Welcome it as a sign of growth. Here's a challenge for you. This week, pick one task, one idea, or one project you've been putting off because it doesn't feel ready. Commit to taking just one step toward it, even if it's small. It could be writing the first paragraph, making that phone call, or sketching out your plan. Share your experience in the comments below and let us know what you discovered about taking imperfect action. Perfection is a myth that holds us back. If you wait for everything to be flawless, you'll stay in the same place forever. But when you embrace the courage to execute your plan, you'll start to see progress, learning, and growth. Remember, the most successful people aren't those who waited for the perfect moment. They're the ones who took action and adapted along the way. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be struggling to take that first step. And let's keep the conversation going. What's one plan you're going to execute today, even if it's not perfect? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear